First order of news today, do not let this happen to you. And I know this may seem silly for you, but I lost my farm. As the old saying goes, I lost the farm. Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town was just on Xbox Game Pass and has since left. I was at the end of year one and had a pretty dang successful farm going. But all of this is to say, if you are going to play a game on Game Pass, make sure that you keep up with those announcements to let us know when things are going to be leaving. At this point, if you are a Call of Duty fan, you should know that Black Ops 6 is coming day one to Game Pass. But there is a pre-order option for the Vault Edition. So we are going to look at all this stuff that you can get if you do the Vault Edition. And honestly, this is how Microsoft can get more sales. Adding heavy-duty games to Game Pass day one is always going to be a win for them. However, they're really going to make their extra money with these add-ons. You're looking at a better gun collection, better aesthetics, in-game currency, and 20 tier skips. And of course, the thing that would be most exciting to me as a player would be this open beta early access, because I want to play my game as soon as possible. They have a much longer list here at the bottom giving you all the details for every single thing in all of its glory when you pre-order Black Ops 6. And let's be honest, these guns just look really pretty. And that would actually be the second most important thing for me, just better weapons starting off in the game. Now, if you're a longtime Call of Duty player and you played things like Modern Warfare 2 and 3, your content in the Standard Edition will not carry forward into Black Ops 6. However, the Vault Edition, because of the Woods Operator pre-order for Modern Warfare 3, will carry forward. And I know what you're thinking, this sounds kind of like a pay-to-play, pay-to-win thing, and I'll be honest, I kind of feel the same way. And of course, you can pre-order this on all major platforms. Except Nintendo Switch, sorry y'all, you just don't have the power to run this yet. And as a last bit of touch, there is actually still going to be a physical release for PlayStation 5 and Xbox. Xbox is putting more and more work into their compact mode for PC. Now, I personally will run a 2 or 3 monitor setup. However, I can definitely see this as a benefit if you're only running one screen. If you want to check out engaging this compact mode, you just click on your name up here, click on compact mode, and it's basically just going to slide everything over, making it almost more what? Compact. In this compact mode, you will see something called Jump Back In that is sitting right here at the top, and this is a list of your previous 9 games that you have played. The idea, of course, is that Xbox is thinking, hey, you want to jump right back in and play these games, picking up where you left off. And I think overall this gives you a more focus on games and potentially seeing games that you may not have noticed before. It's a much cleaner interface. I feel like it gives you a lot more relevant suggestions. It's also a really great place for Xbox to mock you with games of their sequels when they know you haven't beaten the original. That, of course, is a joke, and I do look forward to Frostpunk 2. June 9th was a really big day for Xbox. If you've been watching the channel for a while, I'm sure that you saw the video where I was talking about the brand new Sebile controller. Now, this Sebile controller was supposed to be released around the May, early June time. And of course, June 9th, we got the announcement that 3 new Xbox consoles were coming this holiday season 2024. But my ultimate question is, where is this controller? Now, if you remember, that was information of a proposal of what Microsoft was trying to do back in 2022. So in 2 years' time, they expected to have this brand new controller on the market. We were expecting Xbox Wireless 2, a better Bluetooth, precision haptic feedbacks, some sort of improved longevity promise, a very similar to current design, and I think the biggest feature that people were really looking forward to was lift to wake. But honestly, the only thing that we've seen are these console refreshes, and I was actually really disappointed in Microsoft. Now, I'm not disappointed because we're getting these mid-gen refreshes. I'm mostly disappointed because these are some of the things that we had already, and there was nothing in this refresh that was really included in the roadmap leaks. People were extremely hyped for these things that were coming out, and when we saw this mid-gen refresh where there wasn't a whole lot of changes other than like storage, and of course a more more powerful digital option, it made me and a lot of other people question what is Xbox actually doing? Because we got the 1TB Series S, which we had already. We got our all digital Series X in white, which is really cool. I actually really like white consoles. And then we got our special edition. Let's be honest, Xbox, you should have called this the Starfield edition, in a 2TB Galaxy Black. But in all of these descriptions, there's no talk about better hardware, there's no talk about that better Bluetooth connection, and it doesn't mention this Sebile controller. So my question honestly is, what happened? Where is this controller that everybody was looking forward to? And unfortunately, I don't have a good answer for you other than it doesn't really exist. And there was actually one last problem that I had with this release refresh announcement, and it's that I actually had a pretty hard time finding this. Now I know what you're thinking, John, you can just go Google search, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Xbox making it a huge deal all over the internet. Because if we're just looking here on the Xbox homepage, there was no mention of these consoles. So you're probably thinking to yourself, yeah, you just gotta click on the console tab. And this is where we can see more about these new consoles coming out, but there's not really a type of announcement right here. A lot of this is just the same of what it's been, and when we click shop all consoles, there's no announcement for this new thing coming out. Now I understand Xbox doesn't want to stifle current sales, but a new console should be plastered on every single one of these tabs, unless it's not really anything new at all. If the only thing that we're getting is a storage upgrade, we have that option already. If we're not expecting any type of new controller like Sebile, then we kind of have that already. And if there's no type of included package options, as in games included, downloaded already to your console, then we have that already. Xbox, you need to give me a reason to buy this new console other than just it's a different color. I think this is really cool and I love this white color. However, that is not enough to make me repurchase a console essentially that I already own, and technically with less features because there is no disk drive. Let's go ahead and wrap up this video with a brand new release that is coming to Game Pass. And this is a game that I've been looking forward to for a long time, ever since they announced it, Dungeons of Hinterberg. I think one of my favorite things about this game is the actual art style. This is very much a cel-shaded game, and it reminds me of almost like a comic book art style. Dungeons of Hinterberg is going to be a solo adventure dungeon crawler game, and I really like this one because it's almost like it's set in a more modern time. There's going to be plenty of puzzle action, plenty of adventures. Now I already have this game pre-installed, downloaded, ready to go, but by the time you're seeing this video, it should already be available on Xbox Game Pass. This one actually has an interesting twist to it because it's almost like a life sim as well. Not only are you running the dungeons and doing all the puzzle solving through different environments like forests or snowy mountains, but it goes a level deeper with actually building relationships with the townsfolk in the area that you live. Like I said, really looking forward to this one. Download it, give it a play. And that's all the news that we got for today. Thanks again for taking the time to watch this video, and we'll see you here next time in the Xbox basement.